guys, it's Julie from Living Large on Lifetime. I'm coming at you today with a fun tag video. I was tagged by Gina Pearson to do a questions no one ever asks video. That's right, so there's a lot of questions. Let's jump right in. First of all, ignore the boxes over there. I'm in the middle of moving, so it's not very pretty. Okay, first question, do you go by a nickname? Yes, it's Julie. That's right, my full name is Juliana. I have always gone by Julie. That is J-U-L-I. I hate it when people put an E on the end of my name. So my nickname is Julie with an I. Number two, when driving, do you listen to CDs, tapes, nothing, or the radio? I actually listen to my YouTube friends when I drive. Usually I do that when I'm driving into work. So I get caught up on all my friends on YouTube. If I'm totally caught up or if we're doing a longer drive, our rule is whoever is driving has control of the radio. But if I have control or if Eddie agrees, I have a huge Johnny Cash playlist. And I can listen to and sing Johnny Cash forever. I also have a set of 4 CDs which are old country, not necessarily Johnny Cash, that Eddie made for me, and just love it. I could sing those forever. Those songs just remind me of when I was a kid, going fishing with my dad, and we listened to old country on 8 tracks. So I love it. I did not realize I was such an old country fan until recently, so there you go. Window or aisle? Window. Always the window. I feel like sometimes I get a little claustrophobic, so I need to be able to look out and see out. So thankfully Eddie is very accommodating to that. Number 4, how do you relieve stress? Watch my video from yesterday. I had to talk myself through it. I guess relieving stress in general, I like to relax with a glass or 2 of wine. That would probably be my number 1. I also exercise 5 days a week, and that really helps keep the stress at bay. So those are my top 2 for stress. Number 5, what is your favorite childhood TV show? I loved The Brady Bunch. Like every day after school, I would come home and watch The Brady Bunch and Little House on the Prairie. Those are my top 2 favorites. So I can't even think. That's it. That's what we watched every day. I love them. I always wanted to be Laura Ingalls. Number 6, when you were younger, what did you want to be? Laura Ingalls. That's hilarious. What did I want to be when I grew up? I think I wanted to be a doctor for a really long time. Then when I actually got into college and I started dissecting animals, I changed my mind really fast. Never mind. Number 7, what was the best prank you pulled off? The best prank ever was when my kids were young. I used to homeschool, so I was with them literally 24/7. One day, it was April Fool's Day, it was time to serve lunch, and I very calmly set down in front of them a pile of dog food and a small bowl of cat food. I put it down just like any other day, and I walked away, and they were so stunned. They couldn't believe it. They didn't know if this was for real or what. It was the best. That was, the looks on their faces was the best, and to this day they remember that prank. So thankfully they didn't, I was gonna say they didn't repay me in pranks, but they repaid me in a lot of other things, so they got me back. Number 8, if you could choose 3 people to have dinner with, who would it be? My husband, Eddie, because I like having dinner with him. If we're talking celebrities or people I admire, I would love to have dinner with Donald Trump. Not gonna get political on this YouTube video, but that's number 2. I guess number 3. Oh, Charlie Hunnam. He's my boyfriend. I would love to have dinner with him. I would be so shocked though, and like in awe that I would not be able to eat. So I wouldn't be able to speak, I wouldn't be able to eat. So those are my top 3. People that I would like to have dinner with. Number 9, if you could hire any actress or actor to play you, who would it be? I'm gonna say Jennifer Aniston, just because I've always admired her and I've always wanted my hair to look like hers. Am I close? Jennifer Aniston. Number 10, if you could play an instrument, what would it be? I actually play the guitar, not very well, but when I was young I took guitar lessons and that's all I can play. I also did teach myself a little bit of piano. If I could play any instrument, I think it'd be fun to play the drums. I don't think I have that much rhythm, but it would be kind of fun to just knock out a few things on the drum set. I guess I'm just not a very musical person because I really don't want to play a musical instrument at all. Number 11, when you were a child, what did you dress up as? I didn't really dress up. In fact, I only remember a couple of Halloweens that we even dressed up. One of them I only remember because I have pictures of it. I was a clown and I had coffee grounds on my face. And the other one was I was like a princess with a mask and everything. So I didn't really dress up as a kid. I didn't have dress up clothes or none of that. I don't know if it's because I had no imagination or we just weren't that kind of family. We didn't have dress up clothes. Number 13. Ooh, number 12. If you could be any cartoon character, who would it be? I'm gonna say Minnie Mouse. Which is so funny because 2 years ago I was totally not a Disney person. Hard to believe, right? We didn't grow up with Disney in my family at all. We had very minimal cartoons. So, but right now when we're talking animated characters, Minnie, I love her. I don't even, like, I can't even tell you which cartoons stick out in my mind that she's been in, but I just love her image and I just love all the different variations of Minnie. So I guess I would want to be her. If Eddie could be Mickey, that'd be cool. I think Eddie would be Mickey. Number 13, would you like to be attacked by a bear or a swarm of bees? Did you guys watch The Revenant with Leonardo DiCaprio, where he was attacked by a bear? I totally would have loved to see how they created that scene. That was amazing. Based on that scene, I would totally say a swarm of bees. However, that would terrify me. I think Gina said at least you might have a chance of surviving with a swarm of bees, so I would be dead in a heartbeat with the bear. So I'm gonna go with a swarm of bees too. Number 14, do you always smile in pictures? I think I do. I don't always like my smile and sometimes I don't like my teeth, so, but I think I do. I like to be portrayed as a happy person because I think in general I am. So yeah, I smile. I think I smile in all my videos too. Number 15, have you ever peed in the woods? Yes, I grew up with campers. We used to go camping all the time. So I have peed in the woods, I have peed on trails, I have peed in a boat, I have peed in a camper. I've peed in a lot of weird places, so definitely in the woods. I was always very discreet though. I think I was. Number 16, what size is your bed? I think we have a queen size right now. So that might be changing soon because we are moving and I don't know if we're keeping or storing those mattresses. So we might be downsizing, which means there may be a lot of elbows and knees involved, but we will adjust. Number 17, what was the best concert you ever attended? I can literally count on one hand the number of concerts I've attended. The very first concert I ever attended was REO Speedwagon, and that was in 7th grade. And then I think all the other concerts I've attended since then have been Christian concerts. So there's really not a lot of comparison. And all of the Christian concerts kind of seem to blend together a bit. Probably the best one I ever attended would have been Mercy Me, which I've seen Mercy Me several times. But for one concert, we actually traveled. I traveled 4 hours with a group of friends to go to a Mercy Me concert in Boise, Idaho, and it was fabulous, like goosebumps. I think this was back when they were just starting to get popular, so I can't remember. Oh, I Can Only Imagine. So those of you non-Christian people out there probably remember the song I Can Only Imagine by Mercy Me. That's Mercy Me, and Mercy Me, I haven't heard any of their recent albums or if they have any albums out, but they just continue to be fabulous even after that song. So I would pick Mercy Me for the best concert. Number 18, what is your song of the week? I don't know if we could call this the song of the week, but every time I seem to get a weirdo song stuck in my head, the way I get it out of my head is I start singing the Johnny Cash song, How High Is the Water? How high is the water, mama? And then, bam, the other song's out of my head. But that's okay, because I really like that song, which is funny because I really don't know any of the words. I know that one phrase. How high is the water, mama? It's 2 feet high and rising. Number 18, do you still watch cartoons? Rarely. I work for Disney, so yes, I do watch cartoons. I generally I do not sit down on a Saturday morning and watch cartoons at all. Sometimes I come home and Eddie is watching, it's not The Simpsons. What is it, Eddie?
Family Guy.
Oh, he watches The Family Guy. So sometimes I come home and he's watching The Family Guy, and I try not to watch, and then I find myself laughing. As far as regular cartoons, sometimes when we have a cartoon coming out at work, like the new Tangled series, I will watch that. I also watched the Mickey Mouse holiday series. Actually, it was just one cartoon. I watched that one because it was just cute. So in general though, no, I don't like cartoons, and before I started working for Disney 2 years ago, I did not even like cartoons, except for the very few Disney cartoons that I used to watch over and over with my kids. So I don't watch them on a regular basis. Number 20, how many languages do you speak? I speak 1 language fluently. I was in advanced classes of Spanish when I was in high school. And guess what? If you don't use it, you lose it. So I can understand some Spanish, I can speak some Spanish, but it's very, very minimal. So I don't even really count it at all. Number 21, do you believe in ghosts? It's funny you ask, because I had a conversation about this recently. I personally, I'm still a little bit up in the air because I've never seen a ghost and I don't ever want to see a ghost. But I know so many people who are so adamant about seeing ghosts, and they are convinced that they have. I think they're out there. So, I mean, how could so many people be so convinced that they have experienced it? So yeah, I do believe in ghosts. I don't ever want to see a ghost. I don't ever want to have any kind of encounter with a ghost. But who am I to say no, they don't exist? I believe in ghosts, and I also believe in UFOs and other life and government conspiracy. Number 22, Cheetos or Fritos? Cheetos! Even though I hate having orange fingers. Literally, I can't even remember the last time I had Cheetos. So, I would never choose Cheetos ever right now. But if I had an option over Cheetos and Fritos, give me Cheetos. Number 23, do you own a record player? No. I did when I was a kid. I had a child's record player, and the only record we had was one that my mom gave us out of her collection. I don't know if she was tired of it or what, but it was Tommy James and the Shondells. Number 24, can you swim well? No. I can barely swim, and yet people keep trying to get me to do the full triathlon. That's swimming, I think it's a full mile in the ocean. So that's never gonna happen. Eddie, on the other hand, is an excellent swimmer. He swam in high school. Me, number 1, I don't like to get my face wet. Number 2, I don't know how to breathe right. And yeah, I just do the best I can. Number 25, sugar cookies or snickerdoodles? Not really a fan of either. I think I would just rather have chocolate chip cookies. If I had to choose, I'd probably go with sugar cookies because they're usually decorated really cute and because they remind me of actually making sugar cookies when I was a kid and making them with my kids. But really, I just want a chocolate chip cookie. Number 26, are you patient? Eddie, am I patient?
No.
No, not at all. Like with almost nothing. I'm trying to think of something I might be patient with. Is there anything I'm patient with?
No.
No. Okay, so the answer to that is a big fat no. Number 27, DJ or band at a wedding? DJ. I don't know why. It's dance music. Eddie would prefer a live band. Number 28, have you ever won a contest? I just won something at work. It wasn't really a contest, but it was like a little walk group thing with random prizes, and I won a NutriBullet RX. Cool! Which is like 150, 200 bucks. The bad thing is I already have one. So yeah, I'll be passing that along. And that's it, 28 questions. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that somewhat and got to learn a little bit more about me. If any of you guys want to do a tag video, this tag video, questions no one ever asks, please let me know because I want to go watch yours as well. I'm going to actually tag 3 people. I'm going to tag Lisa from Lisa's Country Kitchen. Oh yeah, I want to know more, girl. Vegas Fruity, I'm going to tag you as well. And Mumsy from Weight Watcher Mumsy, I want to hear more about you as well. So you guys do your tag videos if you can. Anybody else that wants to join in on the fun, please let me know. I'd like to come watch your video as well. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Talk to you later.